This is Boxing Tickets NI in association with SB Sports. We're here in Waterford, and I guess it wouldn't be fair to pop into Waterford and not catch up with Kate Radomska. Kate's 6 weeks out from, I guess, a dream come true moment. You're obviously going to fight on an Idols card, Katie Taylor's. Obviously, you're here in Waterford tonight, obviously to show your support for the card that you're supposed to be on, but I'm sure you just can't wait to get going.
I'm extremely excited to fight in Dublin. It's a dream come true for me. And I'm just so looking forward to it.
And I guess, obviously, Robbie, you're the sort of, well, I would say not the one to sort of think. You're obviously a manager, but in some point it's probably the fighter does the work. But I guess, obviously, it's all a fighter can do is put out a post, and probably a respectful post in that Kate put out, looking for Maisie, Rose, Courtney, and for you, I guess, as well, as probably your biggest moment, maybe to say as a manager.
Yeah, I mean, likewise to Kate. I mean, this is the dream for any Irish manager as well, to have one of their fighters, and as well to have my first signing 2 years down. It's literally almost just over 2 years to see her walk out on this. I mean, it quite literally is the stuff that dreams are made of. So no, it was a group effort. There was quite a lot of planning went into it behind the scenes, but it all came down to a little DM from Kate. I mean, it wasn't so much of a call out. It was more of an invitation, and fair play to Maisie Rose, she accepted. So no, it's going to be a fantastic fight, and it's just fantastic for Ireland and for Waterford as well to have another female representing the country and representing the sport, which is absolutely flourishing at the moment. So long may it continue.
I guess, initially, you know, we're always going to want to see Irish versus Irish. Over the last year or so, we've seen all the domestic fights going. We've obviously spoke to Christina obviously quite a few times, and she's been interested in it. You've been interested in it, and we were hoping that we could get the first women's all-over Irish title fight in Dublin. And I guess it's second prize sort of in some ways for you, because obviously that's probably the fight you maybe might have wanted more, but I guess you obviously have to call out a matchroom fighter to get a fight on a Katie Taylor card. Like, I know the posts and stuff this morning, 6 weeks out, 5 weeks out. You're here in Waterford tonight at the venue, and you obviously fought here in 2016 as well. And
2016, it was exactly here. It was my last Muay Thai fight, so I'm extremely excited to be here again, this time for boxing.
And what a venue it's going to be here tonight as well. Like, obviously, not that people can see probably too much of what's going to happen, but there's big screens, there's tiered seating. Do you probably nearly feel like you probably want to be fighting tonight yourself?
I'm actually really gutted I can't fight there myself, but like I said, like, I'm here to show my support to Waterford. There's many exciting fights on the card, and I'm so looking forward to it.
Particularly, I guess, when you've the dangers of getting cuts and getting injuries and everything else, you couldn't not fight. You know, if you fought in this card tonight, you can't jeopardise. You know, you're probably not got a bigger moment than fighting in a packed out 3 arena all over the world in the zone on a Katie Taylor card. This could probably ideal, maybe be our only fight ever in Dublin. But you can tell everybody in years to come, I fought in Katie Taylor's card and I beat Maisie Rose, Courtney. You know.
Yeah, I can't chance, you know, to get a cut or anything like that. But yeah, no, like, I'm extremely excited for the fight. Extremely excited.
I wouldn't forgive myself. I couldn't forgive myself if I put her into a fight and she got cut. It's just an unnecessary risk. Unless you need to fight to qualify for a title. Like, I'm sure that's what Thomas Carty is doing in 2 weeks in York Hall. So that's fair enough. But look, 6 weeks out, it's just as gutting as it was. I mean, this show is a long time coming. I remember sitting in my back garden with Neil Power 3.5 years ago talking about this, and it was setback after setback after setback. So, like, I was extremely proud to have a Waterford girl represented on the card. So, look, at very least, she's here as well, showing her support, and fair play to Neil as well for not giving in the towel or throwing in the towel. So, no, it's going to be a really good show. It's not, as I said off camera, it's not fair to call this a small hall show. I mean, in my opinion, a small hall, it's not so much about the size of the venue, it's the production that goes
and the pyrotechnics and stuff there as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I know the budget that went into this. Like, Neil has literally spared no expense. So, but that's what it's about. I mean, you want to make, it's for the fans as well as the boxers, you want to make them feel like, I mean, there will be no difference tonight between what you see on a Frank Warren card or a Matchroom card. minus it's not been broadcast, probably. I mean, that is literally the only difference. But no, this is going to be a really, really good event, and I cannot wait. Actually, literally, I'm actually buzzing for it. You know?
Kate, obviously on your fight with obviously Maisie Rose Courtney in 6 weeks' time, you've obviously been the one that's called to sort of fight out. I guess you don't need to be disrespectful. You called her out in a nice way and everything else. But have you sort of seen something in Maisie that obviously you can exploit? I guess every fighter's going to see something to exploit. But obviously you see something you can exploit and obviously make the upset. There's obviously the ideal plan then, beat Maisie Rose Courtney and get yourself a matchroom contract as well.
Well, I'm definitely an underdog going to the fight, and I'm training with that mindset. I always did. So 20th of May, can't wait.
And you've sort of had the inactivity as well, which in some ways people look at the inactivity and go, I want to fight. But you've got your reward for staying in the gym, for working hard. You've obviously, your Brentwood show in March was obviously cancelled because you couldn't get an opponent. You obviously were supposed to fight here tonight, and obviously that's been put off now because of May. But is that just a perseverance at the fact that you just didn't go to Robbie? I'm fed up, I'm going to take a few months off, I'm going to enjoy myself. You've stayed hard working, you're dedicated in the gym, and now you're getting your reward for all the sacrifice you're doing?
Definitely. I love to fight. And even when I have to take 2 days off from the gym, I'm actually struggling on the third day and I want to go back. So, I just love it and I can't help myself with this. Yeah.
I'm sure you're not going to need more motivation now in the next 5 or so weeks for your camp. You know you've got that finish line and appearing on Katie Taylor's card. I'm sure it's probably going to be the easiest camp you've ever had.
Well, I'm training hard. The minute I knew I'm on the card, I was. Sorry, I need to cut this out.
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
No, as you were saying, she was staying ready. Kate was actually offered another show with Matchroom a month or so later. So that was the date we were actually working to for the first week or so. But they did say, stay ready, you never know what could happen. So I just said to Kate, this is the date we're working to at the moment. Are we going to get on the Katie show? Chances are not, but the only thing you can do is stay ready, and she did. And a week later, the call came. So, camp is bang on schedule. I think she had a little forced rest last week or the week before, just to break the cycle and everything else. I mean, it has kind of been ticking over since last time she fought was the 1st of July, and then there was a fight fell through in November. No fault of her own, problems with the opponent's documents. Then she was supposed to fight 17th of March, and I could just see that she wasn't going to be able to be matched because I had a match for tonight against a Spanish girl. So it was kind of rolling on and on and on. So it was good just to break the cycle and taper off for a few weeks and then start fresh. I mean, the rest is as important as the rest of it. She's not sitting on the couch, even her rest days. No, everything is bang on schedule and everything has fallen into place. And it's fallen into place because you stay ready. You're always staying at a base level of fitness. So, and okay, it's just, generally she's just a fit and healthy person as well. She doesn't eat sweets, nothing. I don't know, fucking goat's cheese or something is a snack for her. And a few fucking peanuts or something. But no, that's a manager's dream as well and a trainer's dream. I never, ever, ever have to worry that she's going to roll into the gym one day way overweight. It just doesn't happen. So it's a massive weight off my shoulders and her trainer's shoulders. It's just professionalism. That's all it boils down to.
Yes. But listen, obviously enjoy your next 5 or so weeks, obviously in the build-up. Obviously I'm sure we'll see you about Dublin and Fight Week. Obviously enjoy the card here tonight. And it's great finally to meet you in person and obviously get an interview. Roll on the next 5 weeks or so. Beat Maisie Rose Courtney and then land yourself a matchroom contract.
Call out Christine O'Hara.
But thanks very much for your time and I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you for supporting us as well. And long may it last.
Definitely. Thanks very much. Cheers.